Hey everybody, this is Jason with Coldwell Banker High Desert Realty, and if you're thinking about buying a home, there's a lot of lingo and terminology that can be thrown away out there. It can really be intimidating, especially for our first-time home buyers. Stick with me today. I'm going to walk you through buying a home, know the lingo, this week on Going Deep with Gallup Real Estate 101. So, you're thinking about buying a home, but you're kind of intimidated. There's appraisals and surveys and closing costs and closing fees and down payment and home inspections. Let's take a few minutes today and just explain a little bit about what the definitions of each one of these things are. Pre-qualification versus pre-approval. You know what, guys? Very, very critical first step of getting your home purchased is getting a pre-qualification done, but there's a difference between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval. A pre-qualification is just a letter from your mortgage company saying it looks like you qualify for a mortgage. You have the credit scores based on what you've told us on your income and such like that, that you will qualify for a mortgage. A pre-approval means that your financial qualifications have been met, which means the bank has received bank statements, paycheck stubs, W-2s, driver's license, social security card. It means that all you need is conditional financing, or excuse me, your property conditions to get the financing approved. So there's a difference between a pre-qualification versus a pre-approval. A pre-qualification takes about 15 or 20 minutes on the phone. Your lenders can get it done really, really quickly. The pre-approval is where you've actually met all of the financial conditions. Let's talk about the title commitment. Another big thing that people don't understand is what is a title commitment. What a title commitment is, it's a search of ownership, of past ownership, to ensure that there's no clouds on the title, to be sure that there's a clean title. One of the things you want to understand about a title commitment is they're looking through past records. They want to be sure there's no judgments, no liens, no Uncle Joe twice removed has a quitclaim deed somewhere. They want to be sure when the property transfers to your family, you're the owner free and clear. Down payment. This is very important because we often get closing costs and down payment confused. Down payment is the amount required from the buyer to qualify for the loan. This can be as much as 20%, as little as 2.25%. There's even some loan programs that are 0% down payments. Down payment, however, is different than closing costs. Just so everybody understands, closing costs are fees charged to complete the transaction. They can be taxes, title insurance, loan origination fees. Closing costs can be negotiated in your deal. Down payment cannot. It depends on the type of loan program you have. So understand that the fees that are charged to complete the transaction, your closing costs, you can actually negotiate with the seller to maybe pay some of those. Home inspection, another item that a lot of people get nervous about. Home inspection, and I want to clarify what the home inspection is. It's a general inspection to inform the client about the condition of the property. You know, sometimes you get a home inspection back and it says, hey, get with an electrician to learn more about these potential electrical issues or whatever. That home inspection is just a general inspection to check mechanical equipment, plumbing. Your home inspector will climb up on the roof and up in the attic. They'll climb underneath the crawl space just to see what's going on down there. But they might ask for more specific things if they notice something. Let's take a look. What else do we got here? We've got the purchase agreement. You know, a lot of people get nervous when they're talking about a purchase agreement. When the agent asks you, do you want to put an offer in? People get nervous about hearing the terms contract or purchase agreement, but I want to emphasize what the purchase agreement is. An agreement with a buyer and a seller that states the terms under which the buyer and seller will transact. You actually need a purchase agreement in place to be able to do all of your inspections and due diligence, and understand that your purchase agreement says, hey, if all of these inspections come back clean, I'll buy the house at this price. However, if these inspections don't come back clean, we might have to renegotiate the terms. A couple of others here. Your credit score. This gets along with your pre-approval and the types of loans. A number from 300 to 850 based on the analysis of credit history. This is what makes up your credit score. The analysis can be determined based on how much debt you have, types of debt you have, whether it's revolving or installment types loans, and of course your payment history. Those items are what makes up your credit score. How long you've had debt for, if your credit cards are over 50% of the limits, that can lower your credit score and such. So understand what the credit score is. Last but not least, an appraisal. A lot of people don't really know what an appraisal is, and just the dynamic or the definition, a professional analysis to determine a home's value. It's necessary to validate a home's worth to your lender. The reason your lender wants to get an appraisal is to be sure that you're not overpaying for the house in the market. So, really quick little episode today, guys. I just wanted to get you some definitions. If you're thinking about buying the home, know the lingo. Sometimes we as real estate professionals throw these things out there, and sometimes it's really frustrating, especially if you're an inexperienced buyer, just not knowing what these definitions are. Anyway, until next week, we wish you guys the very best. We'll talk to you later, Gallup. See you next week on Going Deep with Gallup Real Estate 101. Bye-bye.